What's good, YouTube?
Oh, we on already?
Yeah.
Hey, it's your girl, Fancy.
Artricia. Well, Fancy, you Artricia Rose on this channel.
I am? Okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're kind of the same.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know what I mean? Sometimes Artricia is here. She's like, hey, what up, y'all? But then Fancy comes out, and I can't, I can't, like, stop it. And she's just like, hey, everyone's here. What's going on? We're out here at the park, He's about to eat. He's crazy. I didn't get nothing to eat because I wasn't hungry, and I'm trying to maintain my figure during the quarantine, so I'm trying not to eat when I'm not hungry.
But I'm telling you the purpose of this mukbang. We both supposed to eat.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to dig into his food.
What?
I don't know what to tell y'all.
Want some fries?
Thank you. Y'all see how he cute, right? How he wore the purple shirt because my hair purple. Like,
yeah.
He get that.
And purple mean royalty.
Go Royal Knight.
Royal Knight.
Yeah.
Y'all like my hat? I'm about to get close up on the camera so you can read it. Can I see it?
You gotta lower your head down some. Turn this way. 100% hood, 50% hood and 50% holy. That's what it is.
You better know it. Love Jesus, but don't step to me.
Right. But lay hands in Jesus' name.
That's right. I'm just playing. I'm sweet. I'm just like a sweet soul, so kind and everything. We're out here trying to carve out some enjoyment in the midst of the crazy world that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
He hit me up like, hey, I wanted to talk about some stuff this week. I'm like, yeah, I got a lot to get off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know
so
what?
Basically, the subject of today, with all that's going on, what is a right way for us to make a change? The enemy wants to cause chaos. He wants to cause division amongst us as a human race. And what's his way of doing it? Bringing hatred, destruction, and pride within people to feel like because somebody done them wrong, they have to do more to get their point across, which is not going to do anything but cause more chaos.
So, now that you bring that up, like, to me, one of the biggest tools the enemy uses for us as believers is things to take our focus. So everything that's going on in the world right now is taking our focus from the things that we were put here to do, what our purpose is, because now we're like so focused on other things. And that happened before quarantine. It's just other things in your life. Sometimes it's a love, like somebody that you meet and then they take your focus. Or sometimes it's just being connected with the wrong people and they take your, but the enemy's thing is if I can get you not to focus on what God called you to do, then I win. And so that's all it is. And that's why believers, we can't get so caught up in all of this to forget, what our purpose is as well. So we have to use what's going on and include it in our purpose rather than ignore our purpose and follow on to this.
Right.
So I have a good question for you about this because me and my best friend who got me this awesome hat. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much. I love you. She got me this hat and she got me this book. This preacher she wrote called How to Have Your Life Not Suck. It's a really good book too. It's just kind of about dating and warning signs.
You know what's up?
What?
These fries.
I know. Well, y'all know Steak&Shake fries is booty.
Man, look, I don't never really eat this stuff.
But
now we got these restaurants supporting Trump to do all these wrong things. So now I gotta be really selective of what I eat now. Right.
So he wanted to go to Chick-fil-A. I'm like, Chick-fil-A on the list. Wendy's on. In case y'all haven't heard, Chick-fil-A on the list. Wendy's on the list. Taco Bell on the list. Did I get them all? Oh,
Taco Bell.
Pizza Hut. All those Trump supporters. I'm not supporting that nonsense.
It's like a bug on my phone. But anyway, basically what it is people who have these restaurants that we all go to on a daily basis that we support and get their food. They're now taking the money that we give to Trump to support whatever he's doing, his whole loot the shoot or shoot the loot type of idea.
And I'm not with it.
Me either.
So we won't be buying that stuff. Cook at home.
Right. That's what I'm about to start doing. It's been a minute since I cooked because I'm always buying out.
I made some ribs yesterday. Slamming. Make you want to slap your mama.
You didn't tell me about it. I could have had some ribs
I
yesterday.
didn't have enough, else I would have. I didn't have enough. You know, because I just,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes when you buy meat, I don't know, you don't know this, but sometimes when you buy meat, like, it's so, but it might be because I was thinking that maybe it was the good quality meat that I bought, but that's probably not it. I marinated it for like 4 days in the sauce. In the freezer. So it was like marinated, then it was in the freezer for 4 days, and then I put it in the I can't be telling y'all my secrets, you know what I'm saying? But you know, then I did some other stuff and it was just slamming. So maybe that's the key and not the meat. So I'm gonna buy some different meat, do the same thing, and then see if it works just regardless, and then I'll let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, made some ribs. That was good. That was good. I was gonna say something about something, but then I got onto the ribs.
I think you were saying something about what's going on. You said you had a question for me or something.
I do, yes. Okay, so here's my thing that I was talking to my best friend about, and we discuss kind of often. So let me preface it by saying, you know how the Bible says, I gave some apostles, some preachers, some teachers. The reason why I preface it with that is because I feel like we all have like a thing that's for us, you know, like a vein for us to be in. Like he gave you the skills to rhyme, you know what I'm saying? So you're able to use that for him. That's one of the talents that he gave you. Not everybody.
Recompense.
Right. Not everybody can just, you know what I mean? Like think of it.
Yeah.
So she was saying that I'm not a protester. She was like, I will post stuff on my page. I will wear shirts. I will, you know what I'm saying, do anything. I sign petitions, but I'm not going to be outside protesting. That's not me. That's not my thing. So my question to you is, do you agree with that? Do you think that that's a thing, or do you think every black person should consider, and she's half black and half white. So she is, of course, for the cause because she likes black men. So all her kids are more black than they are white because she's half, and then their dads are black. Well, they only have one dad, but their dad is black, but every guy she's ever dated has also been black. So while she's all for the cause and she posted something on Facebook, she was just like, I'm not a protester. And not just when it comes to black relations. Like I remember one time her mom and her aunt were so mad at her because it was a woman's protest thing. And they were like, come to the rally. And she was like, no, I'm not a rally protest person. I'm not going. Give me your petition. I'll sign it. What do you think? Do you think that all black people have to be on the protest line, or can we fulfill our duty to our people in other ways?
Nothing wrong with protesting. Not everybody have to do it. Not everybody have the boldness and the courage to do it. But it's a right way to doing it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to go out and do the wrong things and cause violence. There's a peaceful way of doing everything. Just like you look at the life of Dr. Martin Luther. Excuse me.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's the food. It's the food. He can't talk because of the food.
Martin Luther King, you know, he was a man of God, man of faith. That was the main important thing out of all things. And he always stood up for what was right. You know, we as a black people, we are human just like everybody else. You know, there's no discrimination when it comes to us. And I stand for people who go out and protest and tell people that we need to make a change. But I don't get damaging police cars and breaking people's houses and stealing. That's still wrong. That's still sin. That's still crime.
I agree.
So without the protesting, if they was doing that on a regular day, they would all be locked up. So it'll give her a right to do it now. You know what I'm saying? So.
But you don't think it makes me less black if I say I'm not going to the protest? Like, you know, I have other ways that I want to support it. Like I made masks, you know what I'm saying? 1863 was when the supposedly Emancipation Proclamation gave us freedom, but we're still getting killed in 2020. So it has 1863 slashed out, and then 2020, like, nah, this didn't happen in 1863. This happened in 2020 with their names on the front of the mask. So you could purchase those. Like there's other ways that we could support. And I'm a big believer of we need all types. Like, you know how sometimes people be like, Martin or Malcolm? No, I believe we need a both. You know what I'm saying? Because we need we need both sides of the fight. Like, everybody contributes something different. And so I'm okay with that. But that's why I wanted to know if you felt like, yeah, if you're not going to be, because some like you're not going to be out here willing to protest on the front lines, you know what I'm saying, getting shot by the police. You ain't really for the cause.
That's stupid. It's just the mindset, you know, of people. The same thing when young dudes grew up in the hood. They want to rep so hard about their hood, but we don't own a single land in that neighborhood. You know, we all been set up by the system to, you know, kill each other and bring devourment. You know, and that's what the enemy does, according to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. The enemy comes, you know what I'm saying, like a roaring lion seeking who he may devour.
Yes.
But
Facts.
so this is all a trick of the enemy. He put bits and pieces together to get you to go after these little spots to do wrong things until you fully get trapped in that trap, you know, that he's setting up.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at everything. A lot of people don't see it this way, but that's what we were trying to share with people. Y'all see it one way, but we were trying to open your eyes and let you know that this is something greater than what we imagine. And without love, we gain nothing. If we want to spread peace, it's the right way to doing it. Just like we doing this mukbang today, we want to share with y'all, you know, love is the way. And gotta have peace.
Hi.
How y'all doing? I do some fishing, huh?
Yes, sir.
Do you guys ever catch anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm going to come over here and fish. I have a pole, a rod. Is it okay to call a pole? I have to say a rod.
It's a rod.
Oh, okay.
Rod, pole, same thing.
Okay, I have one.
Fishing
I didn't
stick.
know, like,
Yeah.
I didn't know you could really catch something out here.
Yeah, they got some good bass. Yeah, I mean, they got some pretty decent sized bass and crab.
They got bass. I thought it was a bunch of brims and catfish.
Yeah, they got brim, catfish, and bass.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a little bit smaller.
The smallmouth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so because it's a little rocky over here too. So, but yeah. Now I told them to go around because you guys taking video. I didn't want them to.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
it,
much.
man.
We appreciate that.
All right.
You guys take care.
You
You
too.
too. So, anything you want to say to add what I said?
No, I appreciate what you said, because I asked you the question. We didn't like pre-question each other about things, so I didn't know whether you were going to be like, yeah, I think you should, you know, because some people are like that, like, oh, if you're not willing to protest, you're not with the cause. And I don't think that. I think we all have our role. I feel like we need those people that are like protesters, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's I'm not a protester. You know, or I do it in different ways. Like, you know, my way is this way, you know,
Social
to talk
media.
about issues. And I just feel like I have an interesting background. I'm not at all like a racist person. I grew up around all white people. Like, it was very few black people in my kindergarten class. It was just me. In first grade, it was just me.
You was the only black girl?
In
Wow.
second grade, it was just me. In I think it was about whatever. I feel like about 5th grade is when I had another black kid in my class. And you know, it's crazy because I experienced issues from other black people in the area that I lived. So I experienced issues from white teachers. So the white kids was really fine majority of the time, like some of them. Like, cause they weren't familiar, cause y'all, I was born in 1978. So when I was in, kindergarten, that was a long time ago. And so they weren't familiar as it is now, cause we have so much media with our hair. So hair was a big thing. Like, they would touch my braids that my mom did, and, you know, always want to be, you know, in my hair. And that is not a comfortable feeling as a young black girl when everybody looks different than you. You know what I mean? You feel like a spectacle, like, oh, your hair is like this and it does this and it does that. And you know, so that was horrible. But as I got older, there was black kids bust into my school, where it was mostly white, from the housing authority area, you know what I'm saying, in the next town over. And I experienced from them feeling like I'm not black because of where I live. So they often wanted to bully me because I wasn't from, you know what I'm saying? So the place I'm from was called Twin Rivers. So they used to be like, you know, she's from the Rivers, and, you know, want to bully me because of the difference in economic status in the two areas and felt like I was better. I don't even know what I feel. I'm a kid. Like, I had no feelings about it, you know? And how come you don't play with us? Because I don't live near y'all, so I don't know y'all. I live with all of these kids I'm playing with. If you want me to play with you, I would love to play with people that look like me.
Yeah.
But you're pushing me away because you feel that I feel some way.
So with you being the only black girl in school, was it like that in your neighborhood too?
It was like that in my neighborhood. All my friends, like best friends and all that stuff, in my early, like, elementary school was all white girls. That's all that lived near me. I don't even know if on my street until I was in middle school was there anybody black but us.
Wow.
There was a couple doors down from me, a couple houses down was a black couple, but their daughter was like older. My sister, the closest to me, is 10 years. They were their age, so it was no kids.
But I just don't understand how they call us black when our skin is not black, and then they call white people white, and their skin color is not even white.
I know, and I think I would much love better to be called brown. Would you like that? They would like called us brown. It's black. Black just have that connotation, like you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Black people.
Or colored.
Yeah, no, colored was the worst. Colored was the worst.
Right.
Like, can you imagine colored? That was the worst. I'm glad they don't use that anymore. That was bad. So yeah. So I've experienced different stuff, but I'm so thankful that I'm well-rounded as far as, because I could have grew up like black girls that think they're white. You know what I'm saying? But the reason that didn't happen to me is because my dad is a pastor and our church was in the inner city. So I grew up around all white people, but I went to church with all black people. And so they would be like, they called me white girl. All the kids at the church, like, come on, white girl. And at first I hated it, but you know, they loved God. My dad, you know, taught them all about Jesus and, you know, got them saved. So they loved God. So them saying white girl wasn't offensive, like, you know what I mean? Like it sounds. So because
I guess they call
them,
you that because of the way you talk.
Yes, the way I talk. So to them, that's how I sound. So they would call me white girl, but they taught me to jump double dutch. So then, you know what I'm saying? So it helped me to be well-rounded and realize that everybody black didn't live how I lived. That most people black lived a different way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so that was good because I feel like I did go to college with girls that were like black, but like so white, if that makes sense. Like, and when I say white doesn't mean the way you talk, because I talk the same way, but so oblivious to the black struggle. That's what make you white if you're black. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk like that, you're just so oblivious to what's going on with black people around the world and think everything is peaches and roses. And so I thank God of my upbringing that I wasn't like that. And then my boyfriend, like, from all that time there too, was the church was in the hood. He lived in the hood. So, you know, that also helped, you know. I would go to his house, like, I knew how, you know, how we all don't have the same opportunity.
I can't believe you say you born in 1978. Wow, you sure don't look like it.
Thank you. Yeah, I was born in 1978. That's a long time ago, y'all.
Like you born in 1989. Well, my year.
Did them youngins. I told him he a youngin. He gotta listen to me. Royal Knight. I don't know what y'all, what kind of relationship y'all, but I tell him I'm in charge because I'm the older one. He gotta listen. He don't believe it. He look at him shaking his head.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
That's what he say.
True.
Age is a lot of things. It's not just a number.
You can't know how far apart the ages are.
Right. They far apart. I was born in 1978.
I met a couple. They was 11 years apart. And they've been married for like 20 years.
And Dwayne Wade, right? And Gabrielle Union, how many years they are apart? They a lot of years apart, about 10. Yeah, I think she's my age, and Dwayne Wade is like, so I'm 41.
Closer to my age.
Yeah, and Dwayne Wade is younger.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, if y'all haven't seen already, make sure y'all go on my channel, or you ain't got the video posted on your YouTube, huh?
Which video?
The one we just did.
That we just did? What video we just did?
I've been around all this fame love.
Because you didn't. I don't have it to post it on my page.
Okay.
On my thing.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, make
I
sure
would
you
love
check
to have
out.
it on my page.
Check out the Fake Love video featuring Artricia Rose.
Yes.
And
It's a good video. It's a good song.
most definitely. Like I've been telling y'all, I got the new official project is out on this. Y'all can check out the single. It's out now everywhere. And
it sounds good. Shout out to the girl that do. It's official. Her voice is just too cute. What's her name?
her name is Brittany.
Brittany. You
AKA
killed that.
AKA Dolce.
Every time I hear it, I be like, oh my goodness, it's just so cute.
Well, now you so official.
Once I heard her voice, I knew that, you know, I need to get her on the project. So
I love it.
big ups to her and what she's doing. And she got a couple of singles out now. Y'all just look up Dolce, D-O.
Oh, she does? Okay, I'm gonna check it out, girl, because I'm a fan. I like your voice.
C and then E with the apostrophe. You know, it's like it's French. So, yeah.
Hello everybody, it's Fancy, and I'm out here. We were just doing our, daily, what's it called? What were we doing?
Mukbang.
Mukbang. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my first time doing one with him. But y'all know Tips for Tuesday comes out every Tuesday, and who do I have with me?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. He's a nice guy. He came out to do some fishing. Can y'all see the water? So we were just talking about what's going on in the world, and he said something awesome, and I wanted him to say it again on camera.
Well, I was just saying that, there's so much hate going on in the world right now. There's never enough love, You gotta spread positivity and love. Have friends, share love.
And I love that. And actually, when he walked by, like, we had said hello, whatever, and he made it his mission to not walk through the camera, which some people do. It's so rude. So I love that. And then he was like, be blessed. I'm like, I love it. I love it. And we can't hug because of COVID-19, but we can do elbow bump.
Elbows.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, everybody say, watch Tips for Tuesday.
Watch Tips for Tuesday.
Hey, I'm out.
Worthy man, he is worthy man. Yeah, I know his love is never fake. It's never fake, man.
Boy got a hit.
Believe it. I'm tired of being around all this fake love. I'm tired of being around all this fake love. I'm tired of being around all this fake love. The only love I know about come from above. I'm tired of being around all this fake love. I'm tired of being around all this fake love.